Hey guys, welcome back to Carson Means, and we're just gonna have a pretty quick, hopefully 2 or 3 minute long video where I just kind of do my reaction to the Washington game yesterday. The reason I didn't make a reaction to it yesterday like I would normally do is because I was actually at a wedding. So I'm not gonna give you any more details than that, but just know I couldn't do it yesterday. I was out having fun with my family. So yeah. So basically, we played terribly yesterday. I was hoping that we could put up a decent performance, at least keep it close. To kind of keep my hopes up with this team, and then we got beat 30-10, which I think is our biggest loss thus far, which is terrible. And it was it was the worst score of the game of our season. It was our worst game of the season. Our defense played terribly. The first couple of weeks, really all the weeks beforehand, even against the Ravens, our defense played great. Chase Young got injured. Matt Ioannidis got injured last week. We still had a really good game. I don't care what you say. We still had a really good game last week on defense. I know we allowed 31 points, but there was a lot of big plays, like Lamar Jackson had a 50-yard run. Those are just one little slip up. We had drives where we held them and we had an interception. And we did get an interception in this game, but our defense was just letting up points on every drive, especially in that first half. Our offense, whenever Kyle Allen was out there, we managed to score a touchdown. He ran in for a touchdown. Our only touchdown in the game happened with Kyle Allen, and he was playing pretty well. He had 9 completions for 13 attempts. He was playing pretty well, in my opinion. He had us in the lead at 1.7-6. And then he rammed his head into freaking Jalen Ramsey, hurt his arm somehow, and then Alex Smith went in there and played really badly. Now, I was really happy that Alex Smith went out there. Obviously, he had the whole leg thing. I think at one point people were thinking that he might never walk again. Now, he's out there. He got sacked 4 times because our offensive line was so terrible. And, he did go out there and he played badly. Terribly, and it's because they would not let him throw for long. It was just dump offs after dump offs. I think there was one time where he completed 2 passes, but they were both behind the line. He only had 37 yards. In the second half, we had -6 yards total of offense that whole second half, and that's why we didn't score that second half. And it was an embarrassment, really. The only good thing about it is that we still do have a defensive line that. In the first 4 games looked good. I don't know after looking at this game. Chase Young came back. I thought we'd actually have a pretty good chance if we could halt their running game, but no. They just ran the ball. Darrell Henderson had a monster game against us. A good thing about it though, our secondary. Troy Apke finally got benched, and Kendall Fuller, in 1.5 games that he's played, he has 3 interceptions. So that's really good. Kendall Fuller might be the best player on our team, on our defense maybe. Definitely in our secondary, but he is a really, really good player. We need to keep him for as long as possible. But, and the sad thing is that we really need to tank. We really, really need to tank. And I'll give it to you. We have played, in these 5 games, we have played the Eagles, who, while they have been playing pretty badly, the past 2 weeks, they have shown an improvement. They have looked like a pretty good team. And then we played the Cardinals, which we're now seeing are really, really good. We played the Browns, which we're now seeing 4-1, are obviously playing really, really well. The Ravens, who obviously are one of the best in the league, and now the Rams, who also, are definitely playoff contenders. So we've had pretty bad games against really, really good teams. We've played some of the best teams in the league, and that's it. Seeing what we did against the Eagles, we could probably beat up on some bad teams. And if you look at our next 6 games, we play I think we played the Giants twice. We play the Cowboys twice, we play the Bengals, and we play the Lions. So I am scared that we are going to end up at 7-4. I am scared because these next 6 games are very, very winnable. And then to end out the season, we actually play the Panthers and then the Eagles again. So, I guess the Panthers are doing really well, but I am honestly scared that we're going to go 8-8, 9-7, because we need to tank. We need to get a 3rd, 2nd draft pick. We need to stop right now, lose like crazy, maybe win the last game against the Eagles just to go, we're still okay. And we need to get a good pick, and we need to either go after a good quarterback, or we need to get another. We need to really just ramp up our offense. We need to get offensive line, wide receiver talent, and maybe a quarterback if we don't trust Dwayne Haskins, which I'm hearing they're trying to trade him, which what? Why would you trade him? But I know that somehow they're going to mess it up because Ron Rivera wants to win. And the sad thing is, I'm going to be rooting for them to win. I'm not going to be like tank. But at the end of the season, if we're 9-7 and we because looking at the way our division playing, I mean, with the Eagles, I know I just said they had like a little bit of a improvement, but really they are still pretty bad. The Giants, of course, might be the worst team in the league. Well, definitely bottom 3. And then we've got the Cowboys, which, while I'm very sad that, I mean, even though I despise the man, the look at, I mean, Dak Prescott's ankle, I can tell you right now, that wasn't a cramp, Tony Romo. That was serious. And it looked like his foot was like, I don't want to go over it. You've definitely seen it. I mean, if you haven't, don't look it up. Save yourself the pain of doing that. So right now, they've got Andy Dalton. That's why I said we playing the Cowboys twice, is because with Andy Dalton at quarterback, I mean, with the terrible defense that they have, we have a pretty good chance of winning those games. So while, yes, I'll be rooting for them, and in the end, I do hope we do go somehow 9-7, or I mean, and also we do play the 49ers. So I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm scared we're gonna go 9-8 to 10-6. I know it's dumb, because really I shouldn't be scared of that, but I am. I am scared that we're gonna make it the playoffs, go 1-0 in the wild card, because there's no way that we're gonna beat a playoff contender. So I'm sorry this video is longer than I wanted it to be, but this is, I mean, we're in a bad situation. We don't have a very good team, and then we have a very, very easy schedule. I wish that we only played really good teams. I wish we were in the NFC West and we had really, really tough competitors. I mean, we need to lose, but yet we play the Giants, and we play, okay, so I think we play Giants, Cowboys, Giants in these next 3 games. We have a bye week too. So I am honestly scared that we're going to come out of this 6-4 or 5-5 or like 7-4, 6-5, I don't know, something like that. And I mean, 6-5 is probably going to be good enough to have us at the top of our division, because we're all bad. So I mean, the winner of this division, the winner of the NFC East, is going to really be a loser in the long run, because all 4 of us, maybe not the Cowboys, all 4 of us really just need a tank. And we can't. I mean, because we need to try to win a division. We need to try to make the playoffs. We need to try to make something out of this season. But in reality, if we're not going to do anything in the playoffs, if we go in the playoffs, if we go up against the Bears, if we go up against the Seahawks, I mean, we're going to be... we're going to be terrible. What's probably going to happen is we're going to go in as the 4th seed, and we're going to... I mean, I really just don't want to talk about it. It's terrible. We're going to go in as like the 4th seed, and we're going to play like the 5th seed team, which is probably going to be like, I don't know, like probably the 2nd place team in the NFC West, so the Rams or the Seahawks, and we're going to go 1-out. We're going to be have like the 17th pick in the draft and get nothing. Nothing. I mean, come on. Terrible. Sorry. This video was way longer than I wanted it to be, but I am sorry. We are in a bad position. Yeah, and they did announce that Kyle Allen is going to be starting next week, which I think is a good thing if we're going to win. I think right now they needed to... I'm sorry, but it's just... I'm so mad at this team. And it's not necessarily like... I'm not mad at Ron Rivera. I'm just mad at the situation. Like I'm not mad at Ron Rivera. I understand. He wants to win. And this whole team, they want to win. But as a fan, I know that... And in the end, I do want to win. If they do make the playoffs, I will celebrate, and I will if they're playing the Eagles for if we end up playing the Eagles for the divisional title, because right now I think we might be the top 2 teams in our division, which is really sad to say, but it's true. I think we might actually, that last game could be like a back and forth for the playoffs. And if we win that game, I will have a heart attack and scream and, celebrate in my Terry McLaurin jersey. But, and then next year, whenever we have nothing out of the draft, I will feel terrible. So yeah, I guess this kind of is optimistic because, I'm saying that I think we could end up battling for the playoffs in the last game. But it's also terrible because that's not where we need to be. We don't need to be in the playoffs. It's good. I'll be happy when we're in the playoffs. But the moment that we lose that wild card game, or the moment that if we somehow win a wild card game, like if another division has it, I don't know any other division that's as bad as us, because there's not one. But if we somehow win that wildcard game, the moment we lose in the playoffs, I'm going to know we're done. If we make the playoffs, I might just want us to go 1-done. Because there is no chance that there's no chance we're winning the Super Bowl. I'll be rooting for us. So, kind of good things is that, yes, we do have 6 easy games, and we got this is definitely the roughest patch that we're going to face this season. 4 playoff contenders and 5 playoff contenders. The Eagles are a playoff contender because they're in our division. And then we have easy games. 6 straight easy games. So we have really 7 weeks of easy games because we have a bye week. So, yeah. Pretty long video, and I'm sorry about that, but I am fuming. I'm kind of. If we had won this game, I would be happy. I'd be celebrating. I'm like, yes, we have a chance to go to the playoffs. And I know we're probably gonna go 1-5 in these next 6 games because the Giants probably like, oh yeah, we play Washington next week, and the Cowboys are like, all right, well we have Andy Dalton at quarterback, but in a few weeks we play Washington. All these games, we'll probably end up going 3-3, and then we're gonna be 4-7 or some crap. But as a Washington fan, I'm pretty optimistic. So if you like this kind of stuff, and I'm about to record, I know I haven't held them up, but I have my notes here. Then I'm about to record my weekly recap right after this. And I'm just going to go through all the games. I'm going to get to Washington's game, and I'm going to, just probably say how bad we played, and then move on. So if you want to see a rational thing, click probably on my channel right now, because I'm probably going to upload them on the same time, and then watch that. But if you like football stuff, if you like to hear me rant about stuff, please subscribe and like this video. If you watched all the way to the end, you might be a Washington fan. And if you're a Washington fan, I do previews every Saturday or whenever I can. I don't know, it might be busy on Saturday, so I might do it on a Friday. I'll definitely get it out sometime in the week, a preview of the Washington game, and then I also obviously I do a reaction, which is normally, a few minutes after the game. Like if they have a game starting at 1, normally I would have this out by 4:30, depending on how long it is. Well, this is might be the longest one I've done so far, so it would be, but normally I have them out pretty soon after the game, but just because of all the stuff and the fact that it's Wednesday and not Wednesday, but it's Monday and I had school. So yeah, pretty glad that Alex Smith came back. Anyways, also my description right down there, you will find links to my Twitter and Instagram. I did it this week. I actually tweeted during games, during any game that I'm watching. If I don't want to, because I can listen to the Washington game if it's not on, but if I just don't feel like doing that, I'll tweet during them. I don't understand Twitter. Somehow I'll tweet something and it'll get 2 likes and it'll have 300 imprints or whatever. Twitter makes no sense to me, but please go follow me there. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. In fact, I know I will. Where else?